Hello, my name is Sean. Today I'll be giving you guys a Ghost Recon Future Soldier gameplay. And today what we're going to talk about are class roles. So as you guys know, in Ghost Recon Future Soldier, if you have played the game at all, three default classes are the Assault class, the Engineer class, and the Scout class. And each of these different classes have different access to different types of weaponry, equipment, special abilities, and as you know, different playstyles. So today what we're going to do is talk about what you should do when you're playing a certain class, maybe some tips on what you should equip, and just stuff like that. So first of all, we'll talk about the first class. The one in this video is the Assault class. It's the class I'm playing as. So the role of the Assault class is the basic run and gun, go around and kill everyone class. So to put it blunt, he has access to some of the most powerful weapons among all three classes, and that's his purpose, is for anti-personnel. So what he's really good at, area denial. He's good at securing areas for the objective, for defending the objective, and he's very good at eliminating enemy players at any distance because his weapons are incredibly versatile. So he has access to assault rifles such as the ACR, AK-47, AK like 2000 is the gun I'm using in this gameplay, playing as Bodark. But he has that, and he has access to certain other types of equipment, such as like frag grenades and stuff like that. So what I recommend to equip if you're gonna play the Assault class is to equip the med kit. Now you unlock the med kit at level 8. So if you're not there yet, just don't worry about it. You just play a few games and you'll get a few levels to level up. And so when you equip the med kit, what this does, there are times when you get incapacitated in this game, like when you get shot up and you're on the ground, you're like dying. I went over this in a past video. So the thing is, like, you're on the ground, you're like screaming for other people to save you, and there's nothing you can do. Whereas if you have the med kit equipped, it will allow you to save yourself. So you inject yourself with like a ton of morphine, and you can like stand up. And so the point is, when you're on the ground and like people really don't expect you, they just expect you to bleed out because there are no teammates around, it'll give you the edge because it'll increase your survivability, and it'll allow you to be more versatile. So I really do recommend equipping the med kit as the Assault class. Now I also recommend equipping the frag grenade, just because I take preference over the other types of grenades that the Assault class has. So also for LMGs, I think I mentioned this, but the Assault class has access to LMGs, which can suppress enemy players. And when people are suppressed, that means they're like screwed in cover, and like they're stuck in cover, and so it won't allow them to move. Their camera will be all weird, their controller will be shaking. It's a mess. Okay, so it's really good for keeping players down to area denial, like I said. So that's the Assault class. For his weapons, I usually do recommend equipping some sort of sight. And I'm usually against, see, like this guy, the attack scope. But the thing is, I'm usually against using a suppressor on the Assault class, just because most of your combat will be within the mid to long range. And if you equip a suppressor, you will lower your range and your damage output. So instead, what I recommend is equipping a compensator. What that will do is that it will increase your control, so it will decrease recoil at long ranges, giving you that extra edge over enemy players. Okay, so what we're going to talk about now is the Engineer class. Now the Engineer class, I would say he's the objective guy. He's the guy who goes in and is supposed to arm the objective, and like stuff like that, like the guinea pig, the one that everyone like escorts and stuff. In case you're wondering, he has access to PDRC rifles, or personal defense rifles, such as the Goblin or the AK-74U in this game. And he also has access to shotguns. So if you like using shotguns, then he's the class to play, because he's the only one that has access to them. And so what I recommend as the engineer class is that at level 4, it will prompt you to either unlock the field computer or like a UAV drone. I highly recommend you to unlock the field computer. You do not know its importance. What it does, it lets you like arm objectives, I think, in half the time. And so what this does, it lets you like arm objectives in like these really sticky positions, like this one right here. It says defend, and like you can be exposed and like just in a lot of trouble. You just pop a smoke grenade, no one will be able to see you, and you arm the objective in like maybe 10 seconds and get the heck out of there. Because a lot of times, even though this game is teamwork based, like right now, since the game's not that old, people are they're not very teamwork oriented. Like they just run around and like camp the spawn or just kill people. So that's just the thing to watch out for in this game. So as the engineer class, I really highly recommend you to equip the smoke grenade, because when you equip the smoke grenade, it'll allow you to get into like I said, sticky situations where you'd be exposed, and it also lets you give your teammates cover from sniper fire, which is very important in this game, because snipers can be a pest, especially if they're really good snipers, or they have like these one-shot rifles that can like one-shot you from like half the map. It's ridiculous. So that's why I recommend having the smoke grenade as opposed to like a flashbang or just the other types of grenades that you can have as engineer. Okay, and also I recommend equipping the sensor ball, because what the sensor ball will do, it'll allow you to like give you a little recon of the area. In case you're not familiar, if you don't, like say you're in an area and you just throw a sensor ball, what that will do, it'll give like a little portable radar effect in that area which you've thrown the sensor ball, and it will tell you and all your teammates if there's any enemies there, and it outlines them on your HUD, which is really effective. So let's say if you're gonna take an objective, you have no idea if anyone's in there. Wait, just give me a second. Right here's a sweet triple feed. Oh shoot, look at that. Sucks for them. Oh yeah, it took like 30 bullets to kill 3 guys. That sucks for them. Anyway, so where was I with the sensor ball? I really recommend you to equip it. It's effective at clearing out areas, especially if you have no idea if someone's just camping there, because like sometimes if people are in cover, you have no idea until they pop out, and then by then it's too late, because they've already got the drop on you, and they've already shot you like 10 times and you're screwed. So that's him, and he also has access to a UAV drone, which I guess can be used to mark enemies, but I really recommend the field computer just because of the role of the NG class, because he's not really suited for assault. I mean, you will get outgunned a lot, especially if you go against scouts and riflemen, because their weapons have faster fire rate, higher damage output. I mean, trust me, dude, I tried to play the engineer class and it took me forever just to level up 1, because the stock weapon is just so difficult to use. I mean, you guys who are pro at engineer, I salute you, I worship you. You guys are awesome, but I'm just I can't do that. That's just not me. But see, that's just a little tip. Now let's say just right now you saw I went into incapacitated mode. If you are in enemy territory and you go and you get incapacitated, please always like suicide. If there's no hope, if you don't have the medkit equipped and there's no one around to save you, then just suicide. Because the reason I tell you to do this, not because I'm like, oh, I want you to die and I hope you die, but the reason is, if you're still alive like that, the enemies can go up to you and hack your data feed, and if you hack your data feed, everyone who is alive on your team at the time will be instantly screwed, because it will reveal their radar position, it will reveal like positions of equipment, and until like everyone dies, and that's really bad, especially if we're trying to hold down an objective or keep a VIP like an HVT or a VIP secretive to the enemy. So please remember that. Just if you're alone and you're incapacitated, there's no one around to save you, just suicide, because it'd be faster, you won't be humiliated, your teammates won't come after you, and no one will be like raging and stuff. So that's a tip to remember. I mean, it's stuff that you just have to like pick up and learn, but just remember to do that, because it helps out a lot especially like it's really irritating when if someone goes down and you're trying to save them and then they get hacked, and then you're like, oh crap, there's no point in trying to save them because everyone already knows we're coming. So that's the thing. So where was I with the engineer class? I was going back. He's mainly for objectives and for capturing objectives, especially with a field computer. He's the primary person for doing that. So remember to equip that field computer and just endure the first few levels. Once you get an attachment, I recommend you to get some sort of optic because it will help you. It will help you so much. And then after that, just work at reducing the recoil, and then it should handle like an assault rifle. You just need to overgas it. So that's that with the NG class. Okay, our final class that we're going to talk about today is the Scout class. It's the last default class. He fills the stealth/sniper role, and he has a special ability that allows him to cloak. Now, what this does when you like stand in if you crouch in one position, or if you just stay still for like a very short amount of time, I think it's like 2 or 3 seconds, you become cloaked. Now, this does not mean you're invisible. I just want to tell you that because people can still see you, and if you're like popped out in cover, I mean, there were times where people thought they were invisible and they were like, oh yes, I'm gonna get this guy, and I just shot them in the head because they had no idea that I could see them. So like, you're not invisible. If someone, like, if they're looking at you and they look suspicious, then just go back in cover, because if they're looking at you, aiming at you, then they probably know that you're alive. I mean, it's not worth getting yourself killed by like trying to play chicken with someone. So just remember that as playing scout. So what he has, the stealth sniper role, he has access to the SMGs and sniper rifles, some very powerful weapons that if you really know how to use, you'll be unstoppable. Now, what I've seen is that like some people were going around like quick scoping. It was crazy, man. How they were doing this. I think they were equipping some sort of grip and some like a holographic sight or something like that. Just you can do that with your sniper rifle in this game. So that's the thing. But his role is mainly like long distance combat if you're using a sniper rifle. And usually they're 2-shot snipers, I think, until like level 20 or something. So there's a lot of leveling up to be done if you're gonna play scout. But the thing is, what he is able to do is that if people are like really locked down in a position and they are just like really just like camping an area, what he's good at, you can be outside of their sight range and you could just wait for them to pop up, bam, headshot. So I mean, that's what the scout role's for. If you're gonna run the SMG, then you're gonna just go and go kill everyone. For the scout class, I recommend using the I just lost my train of thought. I recommend using just a flashbang, because you're able to keep people like dazed and they won't be able to see at you. So that'll give you the advantage, especially if you're just trying to learn how to snipe or use an SMG. And I recommend using a different scope just for a little bit, because the default sniper scope is like an 8x scope, and you really can't do close quarters with that. So if you're gonna do that, I equipped a holographic sight, and it did work out. So either that, or you can just head the SMG route, which is not bad for the scout class. What I do recommend later on is to get that camo, which allows you to be stealth while crouching and like moving around, but that's not until like level 28 or something. So keep that in mind. Anyway, I hope these tips help. Hopefully you guys can apply them. I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary and gameplay. It's about to come to a close, and I think in this game I went 32-14. And just stay tuned in the near future for more Ghost Recon Future Soldier gameplay. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
The EMP is charged. Firing. The enemy was no match for us.